Hey everyone, I'm Noah from the Super Gamer Bros, and welcome back to another episode of GreedFall. In the last episode, we received multiple
Good day,
quests
my
from our
lady. Happy to see
companions,
you again in sight.
and we started working on those, and then got sidetracked with this one.
I need you to enlighten me about the property deed of a glade near Vigiga. The natives want to access this place, which according to them is sacred, and which they would like to heal. But some of our men there are using this deed to deny them access to the area. Tensions are running high, and some people have died.
Yes, there was a time when we enacted a lot of contracts. Do you have the document with you?
Yes, here it is.
This cession agreement is only signed with a cross on the native side. Well, writing is foreign to them, as is the notion of land ownership. For them, the earth only belongs.
If they did not possess these lands, how did they cede?
I doubt they knew what this agreement represented, to be honest.
In that case, why make them sign it?
When we arrived on the island, we had to ensure our access to certain commodities. We also had to make sure that we had legal ownership of the lands we were occupying. The natives dreamed of possessing some baubles that they didn't know how to. It was easy to make them sign agreements that they didn't understand. I was a stranger to their philosophy then. I only thought about my city.
I'm sure we can fix this mistake.
I hope so, Your Excellency. Come, let's find Surgical. Can I help you with any other matter? Sir de Corsilion, it's always a pleasure.
Madame, I expect you've come to see me about this regrettable problem concerning a clearing, which my student told me about.
Indeed. And I think I may have a solution that will allow us to solve this conflict peacefully.
I'm listening.
I must admit that I established this at a time when the culture and the mentality of the natives was foreign to me. The clan of this village was rather open to our presence. They welcomed us with benevolence. For this reason, I think we should allow them access to these lands. In doing so, we would appease the tensions, and we would also retain ownership of the wood. We would even benefit from such an agreement if the natives reforest this area. Then we could exploit it for a longer period of time.
I find this decision perfectly viable, and I approve, but several men were killed, and their comrades will seek vengeance if the person or persons responsible do not pay for their crimes.
I am convinced that Dunkus, the chief of this clan, never approved such an action.
I understand, but I will only write a decree allowing people to go to this clearing, provided the murderer is delivered to us.
Thank you, Master. I will inform Dunkus of your decision.
I'm just trying to find the way out, guys. Aha. So we'll tell him about the contract, and when we finish this side quest, we'll continue the ones with our companions. We'll finish Afra's, and then I want to see if Kurt is ready to talk about his.
What brings you here on Manawi?
At this old man's request, I investigated the conflict that opposes you and my nation regarding the clearing. You will now be able to access it freely to accomplish your rituals or heal the area, and the congregation will keep exploiting the forest. However, there is one condition to this new agreement. You must deliver this man to us, because he is responsible for the deaths of several woodcutters.
These men died because of their own foolishness. No one else is responsible for their... If they hadn't cut all the oakerberry trees, they would have survived.
What does that mean? What are the two of you talking about?
3 woodcutters died eating the meat of an andrig after it was killed by a venomous dosentats.
It's nothing but a terrible coincidence. And if they had eaten the oakerberry...
We know that you're responsible for all this. The hunters told me everything.
How could you do this? You acted more foolishly than an irascible adolescent. By killing these men, you have brought upon us their wrath. And it is only natural that they should ask for justice.
Dunkus, I beg you. I only wanted the Renoixe to understand the value of the trees.
Bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed. And you know that. I would never have thought you capable of doing something so foolish.
If you want to stop the woodcutters taking vengeance into their own hands, you must deliver this man to us.
I understand. But I have one condition. The Lugaid Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long
Dang it,
operated with
Dunkus.
help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a bolt. But some Renaigse came back. And I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be...
And you want me to
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters. And all our quarrels will be gone.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
I must leave.
Qua awalum se.
One thing leads to another, and that's how video game quests go. God, so many things to do in this game. At least it's never too long. Ooh, there's a side quest to pick up. Oh, there's multiple.
Good day. I'm looking...
What are you doing here? You are... The Renaigse have no place.
I seek audience with the Mistress of Wisdom, the Tiana.
The Tiarna is in her home. She goes, she comes as her heart desires. Only her Voglendaig must know. And if I knew where she was, it's not me who is going to tell her. Go away, leave me alone now. I have much to do. The great hunt is...
You spoke about a great hunt. What is it?
A sacred ceremony, of course. How in your countries do you honor your lands and assure that
Well, it's a bit...
Your Renaigse are very strange. It is no wonder that you come to our land if you do not honor the land with the great hunt. You must lack game to hunt. Each year, one of our own, our best hunter, dresses up as the Andrig. He becomes the White Andrig during an entire night, and the others hunt. If he escapes them, the game will be abundant, and the gathering fruitful during the entire... It is a very important celebration.
Please now. I wish her no harm. I just need to speak.
You speak well and say pretty things, but it is by your doings that you...
Then, in that case, tell me what I can do.
There is much to be done in this season. And Pedir, the great gatherer, has not returned from the woods.
Very well. Would you like me to go?
That would be good.
Bortir to
Good day.
I have no idea what you want with her, but no one in the village will tell her Renaigse.
I do not seek to harm her. Only to...
I don't know where she is. Her Voglendaig might know, but I think he will tell you no. You are in one of the most sacred villages of our lands, and we are busy making ready for...
Maybe I could help you with something.
Help us? Why not? During the Great Hunt, we place bells on the path to keep the animals. During the last hunt, there was a great storm, and the bells were badly damaged.
Would you like me to repair them?
That would be good. If not, we need to make new ones, and I am afraid we will not have the time.
Good day. My name is Desardet.
Bir tirtumad, Renaxe. Yes, I among us. What are you doing here in this sacred village?
Do you know where I might find the Mistress of Wisdom?
The Tirna Hach.
Do you know where she might be found?
I am sorry, but I will not tell her Renaxe stranger. Your kind has many who bend the truth to their desires. Some of them tried to capture. You need to prove to us that we can trust.
Tell me what I can do.
You could help me find the secret seal that I lost. This would prove a little. It is a sacred stone that my mistress asked me to study and meditate. I had it with me when I was going to the river, but I was suddenly attacked. Of course, the animals left me alone in the end. But I dropped the seal in... I would gladly go and look for it, but I am alone in the village. And what with the preparations and the great hunt, I cannot...
I see. I am going to look near the river and see...
Thank you, Renaix.
I must leave.
Do it! You cannot...
Very well.
Yeah, so I actually went to the wrong place and continued the main quest, so we'll come back and help all these people another time. I want to do all the side quests just in case something happens that makes them skippable, or, you know, skips them. I don't want that to happen. So we'll go back here and go look for the mines. I thought something was odd.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
Actually, no one should be able to enter. This mine is doomed. It's terribly dangerous.
I wouldn't know. Our employer, Mr. Maillard, is the owner. He's got all the deeds required. Listen, you should go to the authorities. They can confirm all the paperwork.
I definitely will.
Sorry, this is private.
These people are reckless imbeciles if they start mining again in such a dangerous place.
They may not realize how dangerous this is. We should take a closer look.
We should take the path that overlooks the outer wall. We should be able to see inside from...
Those reckless fools. They've resumed operations in the mine. Those chained natives are no doubt the ones Duncan spoke about. They use them to operate the mine.
They've made them into slaves. We must talk to Sir de Corsillon. I hope our nation is not involved in this business.
That would be very upsetting.
Sir de Corsillon.
Decidez, my young student.
The mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well. Let's see. Good. You have traveled great distances. And the Terra Incognita will keep doing what you're doing. Can your old professor still prove?
I've come to ask you about a mine near Vigigador. It was closed for a long time for security reasons, but someone has started exploiting it again.
I seem to recall that a concession in this area was sold to a Master Maillard. However, I do not recall the details of the contract. It was established by the previous government. He is a rich merchant from Serene who arrived on the island only a short while before we did. People say that he is unscrupulous.
Unscrupulous? That's an understatement. This man had some natives captured and he's using them as slaves to work in this mine.
What? Does this old brigand really think that he is above the law? We cannot tolerate such methods. But we must determine the best way to attack him. You should start by finding the deed to his property in the Ark. Don't worry. We'll not let this man's behavior go unpunished. Can your old professor still prove it?
Looking forward to seeing you.
Back to the records room, all the way in the basement.
Are these documents written in a foreign language?
I get lost in all the legal jargon, but they have Lady Morange's seal on them. We should find her to understand exactly what they say.
Of course she's involved.
Good day, my lady. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can
I need your advice once more. This time it's about the property deeds of a plot of land and of a mine acquired by a certain Maillard. Here are the deeds. I must admit that I understand very little of what's written, but your seal is on it.
Do not worry. This type of document is always difficult to decipher. However, they are very clear. Master Maillard is the owner of a plot of land located near Vigigue. He can exploit the forest and plant anything he wants there, but it says here that he does not have the right to exploit the mine. It's even repeated in this other paragraph. Any attempt at mining on this land is forbidden.
And yet, the mine located on this plot of land has been reopened and is being exploited as we speak.
According to these documents, the mine has been closed for security reasons. This man's behavior is reckless. You should go see him. He's presently in New Serene. He usually spends time at the port when he comes. He has some warehouses.
Let's get him. We're gonna take this man down. And then we gotta go save the people at the mine. At least we have a camp by it now.
Master Maillard.
Who's asking?
De Sardet. I am the legate of the congregation.
Well, I'm flattered. What brings you here, Your Excellency?
I'm here to talk to you about the mine you have near Vigigue. Are you aware that you have no right to operate it? Nor are you allowed to employ slaves there.
But what are you talking about? Surely this is a misunderstanding. Listen, I'm sure there is a way for us to get along. I'm an honest merchant. I've always paid all taxes, and the small bonuses needed. Please tell your cousin that I would be happy to send him the gift of his choice. Now, Your Excellency, if you will allow me, I have to get back to my activities.
I'm afraid you don't understand, Master. It's not a money problem. That mine is dangerous. And you endanger the congregation on this island by behaving this way with the natives.
Come on, don't be so serious, young woman. I'm sure it's nothing that a small bonus can't fix. Goodbye, madam. Best wishes to your cousin.
We can't just arrest him? How does that make sense?
Are your boots worn through? Is your
Sir de Corsillon,
The Sade my...
I verified the contract with Lady Morange. The exploitation of the mine is illegal, as we expect, without even taking into account what he's doing to the natives. I then went to meet Master Maillard.
So, what did he have to say in his...
He turned a deaf ear and tried to bribe me.
Oh, some of these merchants are so rich that they forget basic decency. But it's high time we reminded him of who is in charge of the congregation on this island. Here, This is an eviction notice which dispossesses him of all his land for breaching his contract. For his crimes against the natives, he's banished from this island. I will make him aware of this decision, but you should go to the mine immediately. The prisoners must be freed as soon as possible, and the mine closed once more.
I'll take care of it.
Can your old professor still...
Looking for...
Sorry, this is
I'm
private
shutting this
property.
place down,
I
boys.
cannot allow you to enter.
I don't need your authorization. I have here an eviction notice signed by the governor's minister. The former owner, Mr. Maillard, has lost his rights due to a breach of contract.
Look, ultimately, we are not the ones who decide. We only obey the boss's orders.
In that case, where can I find him to notify him of his loss?
You'll find him around here somewhere, Your Excellency.
Excellent.
Are you looking for trouble?
Master Maillard, I'm so glad to find you. Here is a document from Sir de Corsillon on behalf of my cousin. Considering the fact that you have not respected the terms of your contract of ownership, you are hereby expelled. The methods you used against the islanders has also ensured your banishment from Tirfredi.
Impossible. By what right? Guards, this woman...
To my help! And death to the other!
Why are these guards backing him up? We're the government. Like, this was the only outcome.
Running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Good blocks on this guy, huh?
Things are about to get dicey.
None of them is the master. Oh, he's already dead. He's right here. Yeah. I mean, he'd rather fight than give up his position on the island. I don't... And all his friends just stood here and...
I'm pleased to have finished them off. Let's free these
Okay,
poor
Afra.
islanders and find Dunkus.
Dunkus.
Go without fear. You are free. And know that we are sorry for what happened to you.
I don't have time. Bye. Dunkus. So we'll finish this quest and hopefully be able to finish Afra's quest. We'll at least continue it a little bit.
What brings you here on Manawi?
I was able to close the mine. The man who operated it was arrested and will be banished.
Yes, Those you freed told me. From now on, you are my Karants, my friend. You knew how to renew my trust in your clan. Just as trees grow back after being cut.
Thank you, Dunkus. I am honored. Will you give us the old man now?
If you allow it, I would like to punish him myself. Enough blood has been spilled, and he will only call for more of it, since he loved the forest to the point of killing for it. He will be sentenced to healing. Every day he will replant what your men will cut down. Every day until the end of his life. Does this punishment seem acceptable to you?
If I explain to Sir de Corsillon that the man was sentenced to forced labor, I suppose he will approve. Thank you, Dunkus. It is a wise sentence.
Is there anything else?
I must leave.
What? You again. Your curiosity is truly
Hi, Dunkus.
unquenchable.
Forgive our intrusion, Dunkus. But I really want to attend Yewan's ritual. I have learned a lot thanks to you, but I still have so much left to understand.
If you were one of ours, Afra, I would be flattered to have such an inquisitive and resolute apprentice. You can attend the ritual, but promise me that you will be discreet. No Renaigse ever had this honor before.
We will do everything in our power to prove ourselves worthy of your trust, Dunkus.
Times really must have changed for some Renaigse to attend our rituals. These are very different from the others. Their leader is an
I know I look like them, but I'm not one of them.
You may not be bonded, but your parents must have been. You should be proud and happy about it. It is probably thanks to your bond that Dunkas has accepted your presence. The ritual will begin shortly. The ritual will be...
How are you?
Impatient, yes, and a little bit afraid as well.
It's only natural to be afraid, Yerwan. It's a new life starting for you, but I will be by your side, now and forever.
You look preoccupied.
Our people have suffered many lions' attacks. In some villages, all the young Sinalmanawi were abducted. You seem different from the other Zafra, but I can't help worry.
I have nothing to do with these attacks, Dunkus, I swear.
I believe you. Otherwise, you would not be here with us. But I hope that your brothers will not be there in the shadows, ready to pounce on our children.
Aruich Nestiri, Adesta Marar Mam.
Meneda, Meneda, You are an Onolmanawi now, Yawan. And soon you will heal the earth by our sides. Like a real Doniga.
Thank you, Donkas. I feel so proud.
I am so happy that we can be Voglendaiga together at...
What about you, Afra? Did you find the answers you were looking for?
No, I'm more confused than when I came in.
I didn't exactly understand what happened, but I am moved.
Some events must be understood with the heart, not the head.
It seems like you are right, Dunkus.
We are under attack.
Oh, shoot.
They won't touch you. Tasada, you have to protect them.
You can count on me.
Drink a potion. Let's see what are about to get dicey.
Your curiosity, Afra, has saved lives. If it weren't for you, people from my village would have been abducted or killed. I am infinitely grateful, especially considering that fighting against your brothers could not have been easy.
Indeed. These people were brutes. They had it coming. However, you don't know how right you are, Dunkus. I recognize some of these men.
Really? Did they belong to the governor's court?
No. They worked for my former master, Dr. Asili. I was his student for a long time before I realized this man's methods were questionable. He was so obsessed with his goals that he became cruel. But I can't believe he'd go as far as abducting people for his
You think that the Onol Manawi are used for experiment?
Now that I have seen these soldiers, I am certain of it, and I am afraid they may suffer atrocious treatment under the guise of scientific progress. I am so ashamed.
Come now, shame serves no purpose. And you are proof that the lions are not all the same.
Thank you, Dunkus. And thank you, Desade. You opened my eyes.
Oh, that's it. Well, that was really cool. I'm sure that's going to continue and we're going to go after her master. I was going to say earlier, I was not very interested in this side quest, but then it got really cool right there, this last section.
My friend. The letter we found in Rolf's office was signed by a man whose name I'm familiar with. I know he's responsible. I'm gonna find him and make him pay for what he's done. I know that he's in San Mateus.
This
Let's
quest
go.
for revenge isn't only about what happened to Reyna and the others, is it? Very well. You can count on me. What do you plan to do?
Major Herman is posted in San Mateus. He's part of the Red Sun Regiment now. He's loyal to Torsten, but kept his head down when the coup was dismantled.
Isn't denouncing him enough? He'll be put to death for high treason.
The guard's reputation has suffered enough from Torsten's scheme, and he has connections in high places. I'm sure he has many supporters.
What are you getting at? Are you going to kill him yourself? If he's well connected, the Mother Cardinal will surely hear about it. And I doubt she'd be pleased.
I know. That's the whole problem. We need to get rid of him without anyone finding out.
If Petrus were here, he would probably tell us to do the exact opposite.
That old fox is as sly as ever. But I don't see what you're getting at.
There's a group in San Mateus that can make someone disappear in broad daylight without anyone saying anything about it.
Those mad inquisitors.
Exactly. It might not be easy to convince our good friend Aloysius, but it's worth the try.
You're right. And if we bring Petrus, he will surely help us sway the Inquisitor. I must
Great
say,
idea.
This is a horrid solution. But if anyone deserves it, it's that bastard Herman. We'll need to find him, though. And he's been keeping a low profile since the coup failed.
And we've already seen to what extent the law of silence has on the guard.
We need help. Our new commander might be able to tell us who to turn to. She knows everybody.
All right then, agreed. Let's start by going to see her.
Alright, so we finished Offer's quest, and now we are starting Kurtz, going after the people who started the coup. I'm surprised that they don't expect the Mother Cardinal to be okay with us going after that guy, considering he's supposed to, you know, have tried to kill her. But we'll figure it out. First we gotta talk to the new guard captain, I suppose. And then we'll go to the Mother Cardinal. Oop, and I wanted to put the father on my team.
I need a bit of practice.
Ah, Your Excellency, I'm glad to see you. It seems there has been an unexpected development. The manager of the tavern came to find me. He complained of supply problems on the island and a customs sergeant who is seizing his shipments from the continent. Clearly, neither we nor the palace gave any such order.
You suspect that these seizures are being used to supply the contraband?
It's the only logic.
And you wonder if Egon is involved? Very well. I will find out. No, thank you.
Okay, it's not telling me exactly where she is.
What can I pour for you?
Manfred, the quartermaster of the barracks, told me about your...
And he sends you. I didn't think a legate would act in person, but...
That's
it's
right,
nice
I'm
to
a
see that our
good
problems are taking
leader out
I'll
here.
explain. Alcohol has been scarce in New Serene for quite some time. Our suppliers in the town are constantly victims of theft, to the point that they're no longer able to supply taverns. I could have managed if my monthly delivery from the continent had arrived as planned, but customs seized my goods.
Did they give you a reason?
Conservative seizure, they said. Time to check that everything is in order. And now they tell me that they can't return my goods because they've been stolen. Can you believe it? If even customs are getting robbed, what hope do we have?
This is all rather suspicious. Don't worry. I'll go and see these customs officers and get this cleared up.
She's just got to be upstairs somewhere. And it's not giving me the right way. The big room, probably. Captain. Level 3 lockpicking, oh my god. Captain, where is this lady? Oh. Yeah, she's definitely right here. Dang it.
Hello, Commander. Lady Desade. And Kurt. I believe I should be thanking you for my nomination.
It is your upright and honorable nature that won you this post, not I. Perhaps sometime in the future you'll curse me for having suggested your name.
I hope not.
We're here to talk to you about a document we found in the training camp.
A letter, signed by Major Herman. He's behind all of this, Sieglinder.
Herman. Kurt, this is personal now. When will this story be finished? I could court-martial him, but you know how much certain people support.
I know. He'd probably get away with it. Everyone loves the heroic men. No. We thought of another way. The Ordo Lumini.
You want to have them burned as heretics?
If he'd been caught as Torsten's accomplice, he would have been drawn and quartered. Do you think that's any less painful?
I don't know if you came to look for my help or my blessing. You have both.
Thank you.
But promise me that you'll stop seeking vengeance after this.
Sure.
You have my word. We just need your help to find Herman. He's been hiding since the failed coup.
And you need help in the San Mateus barracks. Talk to the corporal in charge of the prisons. I know him well. He's loyal. He's from the old school. If he can help you, he will.
It seems to me that the Ordo Luminis keeps its prisoners in the prisons of the guard.
In fact, if you want to avoid drawing too much attention to yourself, you could bring Herman there direct. I'll write you a letter for the corporal. Here you go.
Thank you for doing this for me.
That's all very helpful.
You're welcome. And don't forget your promise, Kurt.
Oh, it's just going to take us there right now. That's cool. You know, every episode I feel we chip away at this game a little bit more and we're making our way through it. I just really enjoy the story and all of the stuff going on. I wonder how many things we got going on here. Oh yeah, we got to do both of these things. So I'm just going to go ahead and go in here and just save it right here in the middle of town. And in the next episode we will pick up with these two conversations and Kurt's quest. Then we will do Petrus's quest. any other remaining side quests we can do before continuing the main quest. If you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.